How's it going, everybody? Great Say Geek here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Warhammer Space Marine 2, giving you 10 things you need to know about the game. Space Marine 2 is just around the corner. Actually, not even that. It's about just down the block. So let's go ahead and get this started with number 10, the game editions. So starting off with the standard edition for PS5, Xbox Series X, and S, and PC. Of course, the standard edition is going to give you the base game with a pre-order of the Microtransactions Chosen DLC. If you purchase the Gold Edition, you will have access to the base game, the Season Pass, and of course, you pre-order it, you will get the Microtransactions Chosen DLC and also 4-day early access. The Ultra Edition, you will get all of that as well, but you also include the Ultramarines Champion Pack. And again, there's the Collector's Edition, if it is still available, that offers all of those things, but you also get the Lieutenant Titus statue, the Collector's Edition Steelbook, and the Art Book. Okay, there is a Gold Edition Steelbook, which I forgot to mention, that is only in the physical version of the Gold Edition. And also the Ultra Edition is only available digitally, it is not available physically. If you do not pre-order, the game will release on September 9th. However, again, with that 4-day early unlock, the game will become available on September 5th. Let's get into number 9, game modes. This game offers 3 game modes at launch, including the campaign, PvE in the form of operations, and PvP in the form of Eternal War. Now, the campaign, of course, is going to put you playing as Lieutenant Titus, who has been demoted as from captain since the last game. I forget how many years this takes place after the first game, I think a century. So you're going to have a new group of Ultramarines. You'll control Lieutenant Titus with up to 2 other friends through the campaign, which was probably going to roughly land around 10-12 hours. It's probably going to be similar to the first game, but you and up to 2 of your friends can go through the campaign taking on swarms of Tyranids, as well as what looks like Thousand Suns and maybe some Tzeentch Chaos Demons along with it, and who knows what other surprises they may have. Now, going to the PvE mode, which is Operations. Operations is probably the big chunk of the game that most people are probably going to be playing, where you and again up to 2 of your friends can go through 6 different operations of varying difficulties, completing objectives, gaining experience, going through the different missions, and of course in similar games, leveling up, improving your gear, and all of those things. And then we have the PvP mode, which is Eternal War, which is going to be a 6v6 with the Heretic Astartes versus the Adeptus Astartes. And you can play up to 5 of your friends on the same team, of course, battling it out in various game modes. Number 8, we have classes. Now, this game has 6 classes to play in Operations and PvP. Those classes are Tactical, Assault, Vanguard, Bulwark, Sniper, and Heavy. Now, these classes have their own skill sets, their own unique abilities and weaponry, ranging from the Bulwark's Sword and Board, melee-focused class, getting in close and personal, to an assault class that has a jump pack, jumping around, slamming down on foes, crushing people with mobility, a heavy class that is just like what you would think, heavy weaponry, heavy ranged firepower, a tactical class just kind of looks like your all-around standard Space Marine. You have a sniper class for those long-range engagements, and a Vanguard that again is more highly mobile, has a grapple hook that can grapple onto enemies, and seems to be able to get around the map fairly easy. Again, these classes are going to have their own unique abilities to create a Space Marine team that is fitting for you and your friends. Number 7, we have customization. Like I said briefly earlier, this game has a lot of customization for your Space Marine, going from the colors, chapters, heraldry, pretty much being able to change almost everything about your Space Marine. You'll unlock new pieces of gear, new colors and cosmetics as you level up, as you go through the game to make your Space Marine look the way that you want. And then we'll have perks customization for each of the classes that again will enhance your ability, give you different options, different ways to benefit the team as well as yourself as you go through these different missions. Weapons are another thing that have various tiers that again, as you go through and leveling up, playing through the game with different weapons, you will grant access to higher tier weaponry that have boosted stats and will help you on those harder difficulties. Number 6, we have photo mode. Photo mode is something that maybe not all of you care about, but I know some of you do. Photo mode will be in the game, so you'll be able, for those of you who like create amazing shots, you'll be able to go through and do so in Space Marine 2. Number 5, cross save and cross play. This game is confirmed to have cross progression and cross play between all platforms. Just make sure with cross progression, you will have to use Prism Ray online services to link your account to be able to have your cross platform save. And number 4, we have the season pass. Now, they revealed a little while ago the year 1 battle plan that showed a lot of free updates they're going to have in the game. Starting in September, we'll have the ultra-wide support, private PvE lobbies, and battle barge sparring arena. The first part of the season pass will be the Ultramarines cosmetic pack, which I believe is included in the Ultra Edition if you got that. Season 2, the free update, is new PvE missions, lethal difficulty, Neo Volkite pistol, and a new enemy. Some people were thinking that new enemy would be like a new faction. I think it's just going to be either new Tyranids or new Chaos or Thousand Sun opponents. Then with the season pass, for that, we will get the Dark Angels cosmetic pack with various skins and cosmetics for successor chapters to the Dark Angels, I believe. And that will wrap up 2024. 2025, in Season 3 of the free update, we'll have a new PvE mission, new PvP game mode, new PvP arenas, new enemy, PvE prestige ranks, battle barge expansion. Again, in the season pass, we'll get more cosmetics for different chapters that are yet to be revealed. My guess, it'd probably be something like the Blood Angels or the Space Wolves, but we'll have to see. And then in season 4, we'll have in the free update a new horde mode, new enemy, and new weapon. And again, another chapter will receive cosmetic packs. There's also some talk as well. I saw somewhere developers were saying that there may be new classes added to the game. So we may have new additional free updates to this game that's not shown on this year 1 battle plan. But that is going over the season pass and that post-launch content. So look forward to all of that. Number 3, we have the unlock times from when you will be able to play the game. So starting with the early unlock for consoles, here on the screen you will see time zones all over the world. I'm just going to refer to the Pacific time, so the Los Angeles time. So early unlock for consoles will be 6 a.m. Pacific time. You can look on the map to see how that affects you or when that time is for you. The early unlock for PC, again, Pacific time will be 9 a.m. So consoles will get that a little bit early on September 5th. And the release time for everybody else who did not get the early access, the game will be releasing at 9 a.m. Pacific time on September 9th. Number 2, we want to talk about performance, and this is mainly for consoles. From what we see in the previews, it looks like the PC will probably run pretty well. However, it sounds like you will need a decent PC to run it on high settings or ultra settings if you're planning on playing at 4K or 1440p. It might be something you definitely want to check your system specs for, or the recommended specs that you see here on screen. Now for consoles, you will have a quality mode at 4K resolution at 30 FPS for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, a performance mode up to 60 FPS at 1080p, and then please note that on Xbox Series S, the quality mode will allow for 1440p at 30 FPS, and the performance mode will not be available. So of course, Xbox Series S will be a little more limited, but that's the information there for performance, so you guys can get an idea of how this will run on whatever you decide to play on. Now, number 1, last but not least, something that we always wonder in games nowadays, and that is microtransactions. So the good news is Saber Interactive has already come out and said that there will not be any microtransactions in Space Marine 2. There will not be an in-game cash shop, and all gameplay content and features will be free to all players. Any paid DLCs will be cosmetic only, which is really awesome to hear. And as we saw in that year 1 battle plan, we kind of got a glimpse of what they're planning for season passes. A lot of cosmetics, which is really awesome if you're a Warhammer fan or a Space Marine fan, or play that on the tabletop. As someone who paints Ultramarines myself, I'm glad I always have a lot of Ultramarine and Ultramarine successor chapters. But for those of you who love the other chapters, you'll definitely get more cosmetic packs for that. But anyways, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully these were 10 brief and basic things for you guys, for those of you especially who haven't really been following along with all of the reveals for this game to give you an idea of what you're getting into. I'm super excited for this game. We're going to be playing it day one on September 5th, so look forward to more content here on this channel. We're going to be uploading playthroughs, a lot of different breakdowns of several things, so look forward to that. Also, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What are you excited for about this game? Are there some current concerns that you have? If you have any questions that I didn't answer in this video, put them down in the comments. I'll do my best to find an answer for you if I don't already know it and let you know. But let me know. Let me know what you guys are feeling about this game. I'm super pumped. I'm glad to see a lot of positivity about this game. Warhammer is something that I was fairly new into for the last couple years, and it's just an amazing franchise. I'm glad it's got a seemingly a really good game coming out this week. So anyways, that's going to be it for me, and I will see you guys on the next video.